Any newspaper or online article about some economic situation contains a number of statements and questions. An important economic concept is being able to identify which of those statements are positive or normative statements. This resource will define those two forms of statements, stressing the difference between them. We will also look at a number of examples. First, consider positive analysis. These statements have nothing to do with positive outcomes. They strictly state the facts. Positive statements answer the question, what is or what will be. There is no guesswork or opinion provided, nor are they recommendations or suggestions for policy. Positive statements only report what is actually happening or the direct consequences of an action. Normative statements are opinions. They answer the question, what should be? Normative statements provide recommendations about courses of actions. Let us look at some examples that provide both positive and normative questions about various topics in economics. One major economic question is what to do about the minimum wage, as New York has recently raised it to $15 per hour for certain jobs. Naturally, this will lead to many questions. A positive question that could be asked about the potential rise in minimum wage would be, if the government increases the minimum wage, how many workers will lose their jobs? A normative question on the same topic would be, should the government increase the minimum wage? The former question only asks for what will happen, while the second asks for an opinion. Another topic concerning economists are the effects of corporate mergers. For example, suppose two office supply firms are considering a merger. A positive analysis of this situation would ask, if the two firms merge, will the price of office supplies increase? A normative analysis asks if the government should block the merger of the office supply firms. Now for a topic that probably hits a little closer to home for you as a student at Empire State College, the link between college education and earning potential. A positive question we could ask would be, how does a college education affect a person's productivity and earnings? While a normative question would be, should the government subsidize a college education? Another topic that concerns all citizens is the potential for income tax cuts. From a positive analysis, we could ask, how do consumers respond to a cut in income taxes? A normative analysis would ask, should the government cut taxes to stimulate the economy? A final topic that lends itself to positive and normative analyses is the concept of trade restrictions. A positive question about trade restrictions would be, if a nation restricts shoe imports, who benefits and who bears the cost? A normative question would be, should the government restrict imports? The difference between positive and normative analyses are the types of questions they answer. Positive analysis looks only for facts, not opinions, while answering the questions what is or what will be. Normative analysis looks for suggested courses of actions and opinions, answering the question what should be, at least in the mind of the responder. While we looked at many examples of questions that stress the difference between positive and normative analyses, we did not provide any actual answers to the questions. However, we will in future resources.